And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
In the New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with episode number 173. This time we are talking college football, and we got lots and lots to talk about. We did not get an episode out Sunday night, which was the day of the playoff bracket being unveiled. And
I thought you were about to say the day of Pentecost.
I mean, that as well, I guess. But yeah, the playoff bracket, if you haven't heard, quite a bit of controversy surrounding that. And since our last episode, much more transfer portal news. Just I think over 3,000 or 4,000 players are in it now. It's absurd.
Half Ohio State and Texas A&M rosters.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. We got a lot to talk about. Where do y'all want to start?
You guys talk about the portal,
Sunday.
not the portal. The
start
playoffs.
with the playoffs.
Yeah, I think you got to.
Yeah. So as we all know, Saturday, it was. I mean, I think we got the max chaos situation.
We wanted. We asked for this. Yeah.
We were begging.
What we wanted happened.
Yes.
Texas looked incredible. Well, it started Friday night with Washington looking really, really
Taking
good and
care
winning
of
a game.
Business, baby.
Yeah, I mean, they did everything that not only college football fans wanted for chaos, but LSU fans wanted for Heisman.
Suck it, Bo Nix. Yes.
Every drive, the odds
Who's
just kept
Bo
dropping.
Nix?
Yeah.
Who is Bo Nix? I've not heard about him in a long time.
He went from freaking
Big
the front
favorite
runner
to
to
third
place.
place.
Yeah.
Shout out Penix. And Penix had like one touchdown.
Yes. Yes, Penix was just throwing darts.
But
out
you
there.
watch that game, Penix was the better
Penix
quarterback.
played great,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
But it's not like his stats like jumped off the table to jump them.
No, he just didn't have touchdowns. He got him down there.
He was way behind. Penix was a deep
He was like
third.
plus 1,500.
Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
He didn't really jump a lot odds wise. Nick's just dropped down
Yes.
a lot odds wise.
Yes.
a lot.
It was crazy. It was a great night. Got to watch our Huskies win that game. And then, Saturday, Texas took care of business. Looked incredible. They looked like a team that belonged in the playoff. They looked like a team that belonged in the SEC.
Yes.
Texas.
They looked really good.
Is Texas back?
Yeah, they're back.
They're back.
First
100%.
Big 12 championship since 2009.
Crazy.
Is that Colt
Crazy.
McCoy?
That was
Yes.
that was the championship.
That was the
Jeez, when they beat Tebow.
Mm-hmm.
No, when they lost to Bama.
They lost. Oh, they lost to Bama.
Colt McCoy
That
got
was,
a concussion in the first quarter.
Julio
That's
Jones'
right.
team.
Okay.
Greg McElroy.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mark Ingram, I believe.
Have y'all been seeing that about Greg McElroy? People, he made the comment of you can't win a championship with subpar quarterback play, and people's like tweeting they're like posting his screenshot from that game where he threw like 8 for 17 with like 70 yards or something, and Bama had 2 100-yard rushers.
Oh yeah, I mean that game was the second McCoy got concussed. It was over. I think that was Garrett Gilbert as a freshman coming in that game.
Yeah.
In that championship, it was crazy. But yeah, Texas, they're back. And then later on at 2:30, Bama and Georgia. I mean, Georgia came out that first drive. It looked like Georgia's about to be everything that we think Georgia is. Georgia's about to dominate this game. Bama's done.
Still think they're good.
Yeah, they're good, but
I still think they're.
But my God, Bama played a great game. Bama played a great game, and
that's the problem with having only 4 spots. I think there were 6 or 7 legitimate title contenders.
I think Georgia got hosed almost more than Florida State did.
I agree. I agree.
You won 29, 30 straight games, and you lose that
dropped
one.
5 spots.
You dropped 5 freaking spots.
Yeah.
You would. Hey, that game been a month ago, they wouldn't have dropped 5 spots. Like, why is it so significant now versus? That's what pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a tough situation.
Yeah,
because you couldn't leave out Michigan, you couldn't leave out Washington. They were both undefeated. They were both conference champions. They both had their quarterbacks.
It felt like the old BCS days where you can't lose late. That's what it felt like.
That's exactly right.
Exactly what it felt
like. There's no point of
Bama
scheduling.
got their loss early.
There's no point of scheduling anybody in September.
No,
because to me that loss in September versus November should still be the same. If you played a say Texas and Alabama played in September, and then Texas, Alabama, and Georgia played right there first week in December, that win should be the same.
Yes,
from September to December. It just pisses me off that it makes that big of a difference because of the win it was that weekend.
Yeah, that's one of the bad things about college football and just that whole system is just that like it honestly matters when you lose. Which crap, we've seen it with LSU the past 2 years.
Yes.
LSU lost week 1 the past 2 years to Florida State. Yet we also were just like, oh, we can make it to the championship. Mm-hmm. Crap, we lost a second game in October of the both years. Mm-hmm. Yet we're still like beat Bama, beat Georgia. We can sneak in. Yeah. Like last year, we were 5 before that A&M game, and we had 2 losses.
Yeah,
like all that matters is when you lose.
When you lose, that's why there's really no point of scheduling. Like we're playing USC and UCLA in September next year. Why?
Yeah,
like there's no point. We're wasting our time doing that.
But at the same time, I mean, if you're Florida State and you win those games, you just win some games that aren't great competition. It can be held against you at the end.
Yeah, but I mean, Florida State did play LSU.
They played LSU.
And Florida.
Oh yeah, they played Florida, but
it's not their fault that Florida was back down this year.
Yeah,
I mean, because them years when the Team Thibodeau days they were stuck playing them still. Yeah. You know, I mean, I guess the part that just and I finally heard some answers from the Herb Streets of the world, the guys that are quote unquote in the know on this, is if it's the best 4, they got it right. Technically, they still didn't because technically
Georgia's probably better than Texas, probably better than Washington.
Yeah,
maybe better than everybody.
Yeah,
they might be better than Bama
because hey,
they could be better than Michigan.
The one thing that's why has nobody questioned Michigan?
Ain't nobody talking about them.
How? I mean, I could sit here and argue Michigan should be 1.
They have one good win.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be in the playoffs.
They beat Ohio State,
but they shouldn't be 1.
Washington's resume is better than theirs.
I would argue that Washington should be 1, and you're like, well, that's just 1. No, that means a lot versus the semifinal game.
They would have got to play in freaking Pasadena instead of playing in New Orleans,
like
against Texas down there.
They played Bama.
They got to play Bama at Pasadena.
That's
still a big deal.
Yeah,
still a big deal.
Like that's what
they're going to be a road team out here.
That's what kind of makes me like. I mean, we're all worried about that 4th seed. Why don't we get these 1 through 3 seedings right first? Because to me, they're not right, and that to me means a lot when it comes to who you're playing the first or semifinal, first round, semifinals. But Florida State should have saw this coming in a way because the one thing the committee never did, they hovered them 4 and 5 all year.
Yeah,
like they never bumped them up. Even with Jordan Travis, they never bumped him up.
Yeah.
So like them still being there at 4 going into last weekend, that was a bad sign for them. I mean, knowing you had the teams you had behind them, and they're still playing.
Well, at the same time, was Georgia ever number 1
all year?
No, Ohio State was 1 for the first couple of weeks, right?
No, that changed
for the playoffs.
Yeah,
was it not Ohio State?
They were the very first.
They were the first one. Then Georgia's been it since.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought Ohio State and Michigan.
That's when Georgia ended up playing like Ole Miss.
When Georgia beat Missouri or Ole Miss.
Ole Miss
okay.
First.
Okay.
They jumped them. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say then at that point, like you could say to Georgia, you know, you haven't been locked into one as you would expect for a team that's won 30 straight games.
Right.
And yeah, it was chaos. There was really no perfect answer.
There's not. I mean, look, I'm not saying Florida State got hosed. I feel sorry for that coaching staff, the fans, the players, because they did everything they were supposed to. They won every game.
They won every game.
They went out there with the
second. They won every game in the ACC.
Yeah, and they went out there.
They beat Clemson. Who? Yes, it's a down year. They beat Clemson. They beat Florida.
Run that conference.
Yeah, they beat Florida. Yes, it's a down year. They beat Florida. They beat LSU.
Yeah, it's not FAU. Yeah, it's Florida.
They beat Louisville.
Yeah,
they beat Louisville
with a 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean, like they did everything they could possibly do. They couldn't have done anything better.
Yeah, they didn't go out and put up.
Now they could have been more
They
impressive.
they could have scored 30 points.
Yeah.
But they scored 13, yet they held them to 3.
Because like the argument I've heard, because I listened to 1,000 shows this week, just because I wanted to hear different opinions, is Ohio State did it with their third string. Yeah, but we got a chance to see him, and they offense didn't slow down.
Yes.
It was still Ohio
Yes.
State offense. You watch Florida State, this is not the same Florida State offense.
If that kid would have went out there
and balled out,
nothing,
they'd have been.
If Florida State would have hung 35 points, 42 points,
it'd been,
they're in the playoff.
Yes,
100%.
But when you go from hanging those points to
and even
16,
the concussion kid, if you go back to Florida, he didn't look that great either.
No, he did
He only
not.
threw for like 100-something yards.
Well, yeah, but they still scored, 25 points and then beat
on
Florida.
a very bad Florida team.
And then
you scored that and you beat Florida.
And I think defense scored one of those. I think they had a defensive score even in that game. So I mean, like, you got to look a little. I mean, and you can't say, well, he had experience. Well, the freaking Ohio State third string quarterback that year didn't have no experience either.
Yeah.
He come out and balled out. Like, you had your opportunity to.
Yeah,
look
and that's
impressed.
one more thing that whenever they did get left out, and if they would have got in, that I was kind of thinking was, like, say for instance, the second stringer was road back or whatever, something like that. If he got slung into that North Alabama game and just had to play, then the next week it's like, oh, guess what? You're playing Florida.
Yes.
Like he was rushed. If he would have made the playoffs, he had a month.
Yes.
So
right.
who knows what he could have been?
Yeah.
Like this kid was a 4-star, 5-star recruit playing at Florida State, backup quarterback at Florida State. Like,
yeah,
you're backing up one of the better quarterbacks in the nation.
Yeah, you can play.
Like, yeah, you're a backup at Florida State at LSU.
Yeah.
Nussmeier.
Yeah.
We know Nussmeier's got talent.
Yeah.
Crap, Georgia had a backup 5-star that just transferred.
Yes.
And probably going to be good at Kentucky.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, backups at these elite schools that are this good have talent.
Yeah.
And if you give them a month to prepare for Michigan, who knows what would have happened? Like, that's one thing that I felt like didn't really get talked about enough. Yes, it wouldn't have been game time.
But the thing is, what about when the odds are against it going well and it goes really, really, really bad? And it gets really, really, really ugly.
What do you mean?
I mean, what's more likely to happen? That kid actually play good or that kid to play horribly and Florida State be bad?
Yes, but at the same time, they won every game.
Well, TCU hurt them last year.
That's what
TCU beat Michigan, though.
Right, but that
it was a championship.
That 65-7 game last year is in everybody's mind. Okay.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith had a good point when he has said that all week, it feels like.
But that was the championship.
Like Cincinnati game.
Cincinnati, yes.
That's in everybody's mind still. It's still in mind. Another thing, though.
LSU, Oklahoma.
On that. Oh, Jesus. As Justin Jefferson went. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only thing
we beat them boys like 60-something to 20.
Yes,
I think they had 63
and let off the gas in the second half. It was like 42-7.
Miles Brennan got to play some quarterback.
yeah. The only thing about I will agree and disagree on that statement, Clay, is yes, he would have had a month to prepare. Yes, that would help. But one thing in college football, and this is my thing, why some of my arguments I heard. Because I saw some of the Eagles with
Nick Foles.
Yes. Stuff like that.
Crap, we saw it again this week with Trevor Lawrence.
College is different than the NFL. These teams had the best players. They NFL can't stockpile like the college schools can. So you give a month for these Georgias and Bamas and Texas of the world to get healthy and prepare for a certain team for 1 month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why you see a lot of these games get ugly. Like I think the games would probably get a little closer if you start these playoffs in a couple weeks right after it.
Which you're about to have to start doing.
And you're going to have to start doing that. You give these.
I think that's going to make it so much better, though.
You're getting all these starters 100% ready to roll, and you're giving these great coaching staffs that much to prepare.
Yeah,
that's why you.
Yeah, I mean the advantage in the future now is going to be more so you get an extra week or week and a half of rest instead of a week and a half of preparation. You're not getting a month of preparation anymore, but you're still getting a little bit more extra rest than everybody else is going to be battling it out.
Those buys are going to be still important.
Yeah, playing 15 games or whatever it was we talked about the other day.
Right,
like a team a 5 seed that wins it all. You're going to play God knows how many games.
Yeah. And so I just wish like we sat here and we knock. And I said this in the group mates. We banged the table for we want human element. We want human element.
Yes.
We want computer control everything. Well, you got that, and you got 13 people in that room. Deep down, they know Bama's the better team. Like they can't.
Did you hear about this? There's more ACC representation on the board than SEC. There's like 5 members on the board with ACC ties.
Well, there you go.
I heard that. I
did
heard
not know
that. There's 5 people with
What
ACC
Condoleezza Rice
ties.
say?
Is she on the thing?
She was like the president at one point, wasn't she?
No, some white dude.
That was right.
Named,
That was
named
right
Bobo
after
or Boo Boo.
Michigan AD.
That's right.
That was right after she was getting interest in the Browns head coaching job.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I can't remember where I heard that. I think Uncle Colin might have said that.
That's nuts.
Yeah, 5 people are ACC related.
I mean,
that's all you got to know. Yeah. They know.
Yeah,
they know better.
Yeah, they know.
I saw another thing where someone was talking about involving the human element. Did it almost turn into? And I know Chance will hate this. Something like a cheerleading event or figure skating, where like the team did everything they could, like
Mike
in football. Yeah, it was Greenberg. Yeah, like the team did everything they could in football or in basketball or in baseball. If you win, you advance.
Yeah,
but in this situation, that team won every game, and they got handpicked and said, "You don't look as good as this team."
Well, Liberty won every game.
Yes, but that's an obvious difference.
Well, I mean, like
this team won every game.
Did y'all see the BCS rank is what I
conferences.
had Texas and Washington in the championship?
Was it them?
I think it was. I know Washington.
I think
was
Florida
1.
State was 3 in those.
Yeah, but they weren't 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I gotta find that comment.
But like what?
Which that's something that I know, Chance, you've talked about plenty of times. Is why you say cheerleading is not a sport.
Oh, it's 100%
because it's judging.
Absolutely.
Is that not what this was?
They have enough concrete things they can look at
the team,
where it's definitive.
A Power 5 team won 13 games.
Yeah, but when a part of the criteria is that they're allowed to take into account major injuries or detrimental injuries, they took it into account. That was one of the good things about this back whenever this became a thing. You might not remember that, but everybody was like, this is going to be so good because what if so-and-so's quarterback gets hurt, so-and-so's best player gets hurt?
Yeah.
Like, I remember
then
that.
Is there maybe just too much into the criteria? Are we judging?
How is that not a good thing to worry about?
Are we judging too much? I'm just trying to say, if it was LSU and if Jaden Daniels went down and we got left out of the playoffs, yes, we wouldn't have because we're SEC.
Right.
But if we got left out of the playoffs, what would our opinions be right now?
Well, I'd be pissed.
Exactly.
But I would also know we're not going to win the whole thing.
Why?
Well, I mean,
why could we?
I mean, Clay,
because what has Nuss showed
because
us?
we beat every game. We beat every team.
But also,
Nuss showed us 50-yard bombs at Georgia.
Also, I know, like, say, if this year was a 12-teamer and we were the 12th team, I know we're not going to win at all.
Yeah.
Like, I know we're not. You can't tell me. A Florida State fan is pissed. He has every right to be pissed. I would be pissed.
Yes.
They know they weren't going to win at all.
But there's a chance.
Michigan players said it all.
Yeah.
That video was.
But there's a chance.
Every word, you could say.
How many people thought TCU was beating Michigan last year? They were probably pretty big dogs.
I don't remember what the dog was, but yeah, I would think so.
TCU won, and then TCU got that chance to play in the national championship.
I do remember that thing was like, well, is that Michigan offense really going to be able to compete with the shootout?
Oh, they had they had the offense.
Yeah,
they just scored on Michigan defense.
They couldn't stop on them. Because TCU's defense is still trash.
Yes.
I heard Danny Cannell because I had to follow that Twitter all week.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
Yeah. I saw his video. He's under the umbrella on the sidewalk in the rain. He was like, we're going to go to 12, but that's still not going to fix it.
7.5 or 8 point line.
Okay.
TCU.
Which that's not.
It was 51-45.
That's that's not a.
It's not a terrible line.
Not a terrible line. No. And I heard him say, well, good thing we're going to go to 12. Still not going to fix it all. Okay, but what do you want to do? We're not college baseball or college basketball where you can have a 60-something team playoff. This is football we're talking about, okay? The only way this is going to be fixed, we might be seeing it happening before ours, is you're going SEC and the Big Ten, and that's it.
Yeah.
You're going division and off like the NFL because you take the top 40-something football programs in the country. Okay, y'all going to have y'all's national championship. Group of fives going to have y'all's national championship. In the other lesser power fives, y'all have y'all own.
I do think a little bit of the factor, like, it's going to be a little bit better just based on the fact that we're going to get that automatic, if you win your conference in the Power 5, you're in. That's going to help.
No, yes, that's going to help. But, okay, let's take Colorado, for instance, because they're all newsworthy. They're going to the Big 12.
Yeah.
Who the hell are they going to beat in the Big 12 now? There's nobody there. But they're a Power 5.
But they're going to get in, though.
They're going to get in. But what I'm saying is like they're wanting to make it fair or however you want to say it. Okay, we'll have 4 Power 5s next year because the Pac-12 obviously won't be one.
Do we know that?
I mean, yeah, we do know that.
Like, but I'm saying,
did you know the Mountain West when they play Oregon State and Washington State won't count against their conference record? Figure that one out. But anyway,
so like, have they came out and said that there's only going to be 4 automatic bids, like with the conferences?
Yeah,
they have.
I'm pretty sure they have because I'm pretty sure I saw on the graphic the other day they were showing the first 4 buys for next year.
Let's see. I don't know how to look this up.
I really don't either.
Yeah, 5 of the 13 committee members have ACC ties.
Wow.
Direct ACC ties.
Wow. That's impressive.
You know the Florida people are eating up. It's a great day for college football when the entire FSU fan base has been turned into a bunch of whining Karens. Blame the CFP committee chaired by an ACC AD and 5 members with ties to the ACC or state.
All right, I found the rules. It's going to take some reading, though. Y'all talk for a bit.
So, I mean, so what? Okay, so we'll have 4 Power 5 conferences. So yeah,
we'll have 4
here we go.
conferences.
The new 12-team college football playoff field will include the 6 highest ranked conference champions, which will receive automatic bids.
6.
Well, that's
so
stupid.
it's 5 and then the biggest group of 5, Tulane.
They get 12 spot.
Yeah, well,
they
unless they're better and
they're higher ranked,
unless they're 10. Yeah. More than likely they're going to be in the 12th spot.
Then that means there's going to be another division that you have to look for.
So who's the Pac-12, right?
No, but they don't have a conference.
They're not a thing no more.
So is it going to be
this rule probably changes this offseason?
Why didn't the Mountain West go to
this
the
came
Pac-12?
out 4 days ago.
Like, if I'm Boise State, why didn't I say I want to join the Pac-12?
It's contracts and all that.
Is it
stuff.
contracts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why they're doing this Mountain West thing for like a year or 2, and then they're supposed to make it all one.
Swallow it.
But how? So what you're telling me is they're going to do 4 automatics, and then the 5th one's going to be who's the best non-conference winner, because you're not going to have a Pac-12.
Or I mean,
I think you do 4, then you just start going off the highest.
This says 6 highest ranked conference champions. Could we get an American and a Mountain West?
Or could you get American?
So this year, SMU and Liberty.
American and Sunbelt.
Sunbelt. Or no, Liberty was
Tulane.
CUSA.
No, they're CUSA.
Liberty was CUSA.
Yes.
But so if Liberty and I don't know what the Pac-12 is going to do. Like if Liberty is ranked higher than Oregon State, for instance. If Oregon State's the conference champion, I don't know.
They beat Washington State, so they're conference champions.
This almost feels like we're going to get an extra bad team.
No, I think you're going
6 highest ranked conference champions.
I think
SEC, Big 10, Big 12, ACC.
I feel like
then 2 more champions.
Well, you're going to get your group of 5, you name it. Whoever,
that'll be and which
whoever's
more
the
likely
ranked.
would be American.
Okay,
that's 5,
and that's your 12th spot. Your 6th spot is going to probably be say like this year, but in Georgia.
But it says 6th. It will include the 6 highest ranked conference champions.
So you're going to have an 11 and a 12 spot for those 2 spots?
I mean, that's what it's saying.
Ugh.
It's saying that there's going to be 6 conference champions that will receive automatic bids.
Speaking of blowouts. Ugh.
And then it says the top 4 teams will receive a first-round bye. So this isn't even saying
So they don't get automatic.
We've almost been looking at it as if the top four were going to be the SEC champ, the Big Ten champ, the Pac-12 champ, or not the Pac-12, the ACC, Big 12, and the ACC. We had looked at it as if the Big Four conferences were going to be 1 through 4. This is saying that's not the case. This is saying, let's say the Big 12 winner, Baylor, is number 10.
Okay.
They can be number 10, but they're in because they have an automatic bid.
Correct.
While runner-up SEC Georgia.
But they won't go to 4 just because they won the Big 12.
Yes. While runner-up SEC Georgia might be the 4th best team and might get a bye still, even though they didn't win the SEC.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah,
now, how the crap are they getting that 6th conference champion is going to be the issue.
Yeah, because
when was this amended?
4 days ago.
Oh.
This was written 4 days ago on NCAA.com.
They're going to have to revisit that.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Boise State win the Mountain West and they were like 7-5?
Yeah, not
that
good.
Game? Yeah.
Scroll down, Clay.
the
That's the rankings.
Well, this year
what
it's
about
different
Notre Dame?
Well, this year it's different because you had the Pac-12.
What's the Notre Dame clause?
They just got to win.
Yeah.
Well, the two would be Liberty and SMU.
Is that what it said?
I mean, that's the two.
Oh,
right
this
there.
year.
Yeah.
Well, no. This year
Well, this
year you had the Pac-12.
Ignore the Pac-12 though.
You can't because
You
Oregon.
can't.
Because Oregon State's in the Pac-12 and they would be above one of them.
But that's not what I'm saying. Act like that's not even there.
Can Oregon State make the playoffs next year? Can they win the conference?
Ignore the fact that they're a thing right now.
But you can't.
Yeah, you can because Liberty and SMU are right there. What two conferences are those?
What SMU is?
SMU's
it's
American,
American and
Conference
CUSA.
USA.
So it's possible. I mean, there's you just an example. A team will have to run the table like Liberty.
So that's going to be your 11 and 12th team in the playoff.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they probably feel like they should be in it anyway because they're undefeated.
Yeah,
But
so
now,
here you go.
now you're throwing in SMU.
That's the thing.
Well, that's the second one. Yeah, that'd be your 6 conferences. I don't know another way of looking at it.
That's the thing. We're throwing in the 24th team instead of Oklahoma at 12.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Or Ole Miss. Ole Miss gets eliminated on this too.
Yeah, because you're throwing in
You
23 and
you gotta
24
throw
and
two
11
spots.
and 12.
God,
They'll fix that. There's no way that's like legit.
Yeah, because
it's a typo.
Yeah, they have to.
Intern screwed it up on the website.
With the Pac-12 deal, I mean.
Here we go. Keep in mind that the number 12 seed will go to Liberty as the Flames are the 6th highest ranked conference champion in the final CFP rankings, replacing Oklahoma, a team that finished 3rd in the Big 12 and as the number 12 team. So I mean they were going. I mean they're emphasizing 6 conference champions. If Oregon State next year they play Oregon week 3. They're going to play the Mountain West.
Yes.
They're going to play Wazoo. What's stopping Oregon State from being 10-2 next year?
But they won't have a conference championship.
But they'll be a conference champion, huh? Do you have to play a championship now? Does every division?
Every conference has
Every
one
conference
now.
has it. The only one that hadn't had one was the
Big
Big 12.
Yeah, and they added it now. And the Pac-12 was just recently. They didn't used to have one either. It was them, and then the Big 12 had one.
So I wonder if they're playing a game next year. I
don't know how you can with just 2 teams.
This is crazy.
Because if the Mountain West, it doesn't. Those games don't affect the Mountain West's conference.
I need a
record.
Q&A,
or
like a call-in show for this, because there's a lot of questions about it. You know.
I mean, everything is the 6 highest rated conference champions.
Which, when they wrote this out, the Pac-12 was still the Pac-12.
Yes.
When this originally come out.
That's what makes it feel like they just copied.
Here we go. There's a legitimate chance that the format will be adjusted for account of the demise of the Pac-12.
Crap, then what the hell are we even talking
that
about?
could result in something as simple. Well, this is CBS.com, so it's just speculation. That could result in something as simple as guaranteeing playoff spots to only the top 5 conference champions with 7 at-large bids, or something more drastic, such as doing away with automatic qualifiers entirely.
And now what's going to happen is...
I mean, I think that might be the best move, is getting rid of automatic qualifiers.
They're going to qualify. There's never going to be a time where
the
SEC is like 7-5.
No, but the Big 12...
No, there'll still be a dominant one.
7-5, no, but
they're still going to be
10-3.
They'll still be 10-2, or 10. Yeah, because they'll finish the season 10-2, and they're going to be 11-2.
Yeah,
I mean they're never going to be worse than that. The problem is, and you can just get ready for it, and we're going to hear it. Is going to be the yay from an Oklahoma Sooner fan when they get kicked out of their 12th spot because of Liberty from Conference USA just replaced them. Like, we just played in the SEC, and you're telling me that this team's going to come in here and play. Like, that's when it's going to get yay.
So
it's going to be bad.
that's
something
where
else to remember.
Well, that's where if you take away the automatic qualifiers, you just won't get a group of 5 team.
Yeah, you won't. And,
but then we're back to square one.
Well, back to where I've been saying Group of 5 should have their own national championship anyway.
Exactly.
Just give them their own national championship. Because even Tulane last year undefeated, how high did they get in the rankings last year?
I don't know. They beat USC though.
Yeah, but did they ever
lost
get close
game,
to 12?
Didn't they lose a game?
They were in the top 15.
No, they went undefeated last year, didn't they? Or did they lose one? Because they lost.
They had to have lost one.
Did they? I thought they went undefeated last year.
12-2 actually.
Oh,
they lost
okay.
2 and they finished 9. They lost to Ole Miss and they lost to SMU in the title game.
No, that's
again.
this year. That's this year's.
Oh, well, no, that was
No.
this year's schedule. Yes.
Yeah.
But they did finish 9 last year. Let's see.
So I thought they went undefeated last year.
Lost to Southern Miss and UCF.
Wow.
And then they beat UCF.
Yeah, they beat UCF in the conference championship.
But what ranking were they?
Let's see. At the USC game, they were 16.
Okay.
So bowl games, they were 16.
If they'd have been undefeated, they'd have made top 12 probably.
Possibly, yeah.
So,
and it's going to be
So
you're going to have to win the American undefeated.
yeah,
That's the only option.
Yeah. And that's probably what should be the only option. I mean, they're not playing near the competition as all these other schools are playing. So I mean, I'm okay with that. Just give them their own net. Why? Like, we're all about money and all about wanting to watch football on TV. Like, who's not watching that?
Yeah.
I mean, crap. If the Division I AA, the FCS was televised more playoff-wise, I'd watch it. It's always on just weird times.
Yeah,
or
crap.
not
We talked about that a couple days ago. I want the FCS to. I want some of those big schools in.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I want North Dakota State to matter. I mean,
North Dakota State has a dome.
Yeah,
Like-
electric dome.
There's only one other school I could think of off the top of my head
Syracuse.
that has their own dome, and that's Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
A college dome. That's the only other place
Smart on
where
them.
it's all theirs.
Give them something unique.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be all for it.
I mean, I would just love the passion of like that area in FBS college football.
Give them something to. Yeah,
I mean, why not?
I'm surprised. I mean, when James
Like
Madison
I'm
made
loving,
that jump,
yeah, I'm loving that James Madison's in there. That Delaware's coming.
I'm
Like,
surprised they didn't want to make that
Yeah.
jump. And they might not have the $5-6 million to make that jump.
Carson Wentz got him.
I mean,
Trey Lance.
Yeah, something you would think.
Yeah.
It shocks me that they don't want to, but hey, they also might be looking like, hey, we're making this kind of money winning national championships.
Yes.
Like, why risk that? Like, and put ourselves behind the 8 ball every week.
I think they'd be fun though.
Yeah, no, they would.
Like
I agree.
The Big Sky Conference or whatever that would be up there.
Mm. No, it would be. Like they feel like they could be a Sun Belt type team.
Yeah, absolutely. Or I mean, crap, the Mountain West.
Yeah,
Like they can play Wyoming.
yeah.
I think Wyoming was in that before they made the jump, huh?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
So, anything else with the playoff or the bowl games? I guess. I mean, bowl games don't really matter. LSU's playing like Wisconsin.
That's
I didn't know they qualified.
They're
I thought
they won the last 2 games
there you
to
go.
qualify.
Okay.
But see, that's what pisses me off. Like, you want to make these bowls be a little more. Don't have all these contracts before you even know who's going who. The reason we're playing Wisconsin is because we're supposed to play the
Fifth ranked Big Ten.
Yeah, like who gives a crap?
Yeah.
Give us Notre Dame.
Yeah.
You want ratings? You want money? Like, you want players to care?
Yeah.
I guarantee James playing.
Let us
playing
play
Notre
Iowa.
Dame. Yeah. I mean, like
Tennessee, Iowa's pretty close though.
Yeah,
That'll be
that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. If you're a Tennessee fan, then you're like, crap.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we done it last year? We actually felt good about our quarterback. But yeah, I mean, I just wish they would get away from all those contracts. And be honest with you, they probably will now with this 12-team playoff, because a lot of those rankings are going to be making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to change it up a lot. And you know what? Try to make it a little more accommodating for these teams. Try to get it. I mean, LSU and Wisconsin is playing in Tampa. You can't get any further away than that.
No.
Like
we've done that before. We've played Iowa I think it was in Florida, right?
Yeah, in the
Outback Bowl or something.
This is the Outback Bowl.
Oh, this is
the old Outback Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, we played them in the Orlando game.
Yes.
We're gonna beat them by 40.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's gonna make our defense look good.
It is.
It's gonna save Matt House's job.
Hey, at least we're gonna see. At least we're gonna see some receivers, some young receivers get some time.
Got to.
I mean, there's no. I mean, because Neighbors is out after the first catch or two catches,
and they're all good, like based off of.
I don't see Thomas playing. So I mean, you're gonna finally get to see some of these guys for next year. Gonna get ready, get to kind of tweak some of.
Is Jaden gonna play?
I don't think so.
I don't want him to,
unless he plays one series just to get Neighbors'
play
numbers.
with Neighbors.
I'm fine with that.
I think
if he plays, they better say keep your butt in this pocket, and not run.
Not freaking run. Yeah, good God, don't
you
run.
Got so many millions of dollars riding on this.
Top 10 pick, it looks like now.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
That's
looking like.
I'm so happy for him, dude.
Crazy, man.
If only we would have predicted this 3 months ago. Oh wait, I did.
That fridge right there says Jaden Daniels first round pick.
But we're talking top 10.
Top 10, dude.
Yeah. That's another
he's
unreal.
Made some money.
Him
and Brian Thomas made money this year.
Oh,
dude.
huge money.
Michael Penix has too.
And Brian Thomas is going to be the one that's going to come out better because he's going to go to Chiefs or to somebody like that.
Bills.
Yeah, Bills.
Help the Saints in the second round.
I mean, so better situation for him. And BK can sit there with these player meetings he had this last week. Look what Brian Thomas just did. Look what Jaden Daniels just did. You have this in front of you.
You come to LSU to play offense and win Heisman.
Yeah, yes, right?
That's what we do.
Right? When Burrow won that, I told Dad, I remember I was like, Dad, you think I'll ever see another Heisman again at come LSU? I've waited my whole life and finally got to see Burrow, and then now I'm freaking
Our one hope was a freaking cornerback.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how bad we were.
Yeah.
Our one hope was a cornerback.
Badger, got up there invited. We were stoked about that.
Oh, yeah.
And we thought Patrick Peterson even might have had a chance that year.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was our only hope.
Yeah, our hope was a cornerback that could return the ball.
Yeah.
It's like we were freaking Iowa. Yeah.
We were Iowa before Iowa.
That's how bad we were.
But we had good running backs too.
Yeah.
But they were never Heisman guys because we used 5 of them.
Well, Fournette
wasn't to the Bama game.
If we wouldn't have played Bama that year,
Yeah.
12 for 29 or something.
He wins
oh
that.
my God, he was running
away with that.
I wish we could have gambled back then, dude. I wonder what his odds were.
They were probably like what Jaden's is right now.
They were probably something stupid.
They were it was negative something.
Yeah.
That Auburn and Ole Miss game, he just was plowing over guys, and then got to Bama, and Saban was like, "I'll just put 11 in the box and good luck."
Who was a quarterback then? Anthony Jennings or something? Brandon Harris?
That was Harris. That was 16. I think that was Harris.
It was because that's the year we played in Green Bay.
Yeah,
and we lost to freaking Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I
saw that. One of the LSU guys posted that the other day. That clip on Twitter.
I still feel like he could play quarterback. He is the one that kind of surprised me. Brandon Harris.
Well,
he felt like he could play,
but
man.
he had a system that was not made for him.
In this offense, I think he could shine.
Oh, absolutely,
100%.
Yeah.
He felt like a good quarterback.
He was a little before his time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because
he was undersized, just like Jaden. Mm-hmm. Well, undersized. He was tall as shit, but he was small,
skinny. Yeah,
he felt and he looked the part, dude. He really did.
He did. Now he's a heck of a recruiter for Texas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's.
I
still follow him on
Twitter.
Yeah, I follow him on Twitter. Yeah,
that's why
that'd be somebody nice to bring back home. But he left after his sophomore or junior year, wasn't it? It wasn't that year. It was the next, right?
It was the next.
Who ended up taking over for him?
North Carolina.
Yeah, he did.
Him and Manny both went out there.
Yeah.
Who ended up taking over for him? Was that it? Wasn't Mettenberger?
No, Mettenberger was way before
His
that.
before
Mettenberger was 13.
This was probably Miles Brennan.
Harris was
Anthony Jennings.
Anthony Jennings.
Was it Anthony?
Brandon Harris, Andrew Jennings, and then it was Danny Etling.
Danny Etling.
Yeah. That was because Mettenberger was 13.
Yeah, Mettenberger was Odell and Jarvis.
Mm-hmm. That was the other year.
And between Mettenberger and Burrow, it was just like they're just throwing out random guys.
Andrew Hatches of the world from Harvard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
Andrew
bad.
Hatch, dude.
Andrew Hatch.
I seen that the other day on Tiger Droppings.
From Mississippi.
Dude, and I was like,
I don't know why I remember that.
I was like, I remember this guy's name, and I went down a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, golly, I forgot about this
I still
guy.
bring that dude's name up and still laugh. Yeah.
Anything else with playoffs or anything like that? We can talk a little bit of portal.
No, I mean, I guess not. I mean,
Have there been any coaches hired since last week?
ULM.
Yeah, they got the.
I like that hire. Actually.
Yeah,
I read on him. I mean,
I think he like half quoted Dion. I think he said he didn't say we coming. He said we are coming or
we
something.
Are coming. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The San Diego State job. Speaking of Dion, his OC that he let go.
Kent State guy.
Yeah. That. I mean,
UTEP hired Austin Peay's head coach.
Okay. So is the Jeff Traylor? I guess he's not gonna get a job.
Crap! I haven't heard anything.
I hadn't either.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna get the Houston job.
Yeah.
It's kind of seemed.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah,
Fritz
Fritz
to Houston.
Yeah.
That's gonna.
Oh, I forgot about that.
How many Tulane guys he taking with him?
Oh, a bunch.
I saw Grubbs say he's going back.
I've already saw
Grubbs can't. He's already transferred once.
Yeah.
Well, he came out and said, "I'm staying."
Well, yeah.
He's probably a grad transfer. I bet he is.
He was a true freshman at Tech when he lit it up.
No,
I thought he was.
No,
I think he was a true sophomore.
I think he was a junior last year.
Okay.
Surely the quarterback goes with him, right?
If he hadn't transferred,
I ain't seen him enter yet. I mean, people have been wanting him to enter because people think he's going to be a legit draft guy.
I mean, that'd be talking about go make your stock go better. Go to Houston, play for a year, look good. Because I mean, if it goes to the draft,
why whenever I pull up Tech, is the top story Milroe and number 8 Bama roll past Chattanooga? What the crap did Tech do with that? Did someone transfer? Will the kicker broke a scoring? Or he's chasing Kenneth Dixon's scoring record. I think he broke it.
Oh,
yeah, he raised it to 521. I think he broke it during the SC championship. Oh, Dixon had number 2. Keenan Reynolds broke it. The Navy quarterback. I remember that. I forgot. Dixon scored freaking.
Isn't that kicker from Louisiana?
With that last name, Richard, probably.
I'm pretty sure.
Who's from Hoover?
Oh,
it's Reichard.
It's
Reichard.
It's the Georgia kid. That's the Louisiana kid.
Yeah, like Saint Amant or something. I think.
How about all the kickers Louisiana's putting out all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's crazy.
How about the Barnes boy transferring?
Yeah. I mean, if Tech loses a Barnes at kicker, then the program's dead. Let me see. Grubbs.
That's all you need to know about firing Cumbie.
Grubbs is a junior. Was a junior this year. His 4th year junior though.
He's got the COVID.
He probably
junior.
graduated.
COVID year or redshirted?
His best year was his freshman year.
He probably graduated, huh?
He could still redshirt.
4 years.
He could transfer in his redshirt.
So yeah, he probably could have grad transferred.
Yeah.
You'd think.
Yeah, I saw him come out and say that he's staying. So
there's a couple of LSU boys on that team. Jared Small, the left tackle Kim Wire. I went to Tulane.
yeah, I'm sure some of these guys. I mean, that's what 2 hours from Houston, probably New Orleans.
Yeah,
2.5.
A couple hours. Yeah, 2.5.
Oh crap! Their running back's a freshman. Ran for 1,300 yards and 7 touchdowns.
I can promise you, he's gonna grab a few of them with him.
I bet he's going somewhere.
Yes,
he ain't staying at Tulane.
No,
he's from Birmingham, Alabama. He's probably going to Bama.
Hey, shout out to Tulane. They were going to offer Fritz like $4 million.
Really?
They were going to try to compete. Yeah, they were going to put the money out for him.
I mean, there's no reason why Tulane can't be good like
be
that.
like this. Real, yeah. You're in New Orleans,
exactly.
Just
New Orleans.
Just recruit 3 stars.
Get the 3 stars that LSU doesn't want.
They're a 4-star in any other part of the country.
Walk down a street in New Orleans and grab a kid.
Yeah.
Find out how old he is.
Yeah. I mean,
just because he's a high school junior don't mean he's not 30.
Yeah, go to one of the 20 high school games that are going on in New Orleans and pick a couple kids.
Yeah.
You can fill out a roster.
And then come up here and get your Shreveport Monroe kids.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's not
Go to Lafayette for a little
Tech and
bit.
ULM don't want them.
Nope.
So come get them, Tulane. I mean, it's not hard.
I mean, there's no reason they shouldn't jump Big 12 either.
I'm surprised they didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised because, I mean, they have the money backing, too.
I think the Pac-12 falling
If
apart
Houston can,
kind
they
of hurt
can.
that, though.
Yeah, if Houston can.
So many of the Pac-12 guys making it, I mean, like Utah, Colorado, stuff like that, Arizona's.
I mean, LSU doesn't want that. They don't want to know Power 5
absolutely,
in the state. But,
absolutely. So anything else with transfer portal? I mean, Dante Moore entered. I think that didn't happen last time. Looks
He's
like
gonna get to go wherever
he's
the
going
heck he
somewhere
wants.
somewhere good.
He's going to go wherever he wants.
It's pretty crazy. Him and Bryce Underwood were both in the state of Michigan last year in high school.
Yeah.
Who plays
you don't think
Michigan football.
You don't think Michigan and all these quarterbacks coming out like this.
I saw.
Did you see the play in the Bryce Underwood game that was at Ford Field?
No.
Some kid made like a stupid one-handed pick. It was crazy.
Behind his back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Bryce's team.
Okay. That was during like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was a while back.
I feel like I ain't talked about sports since Thanksgiving.
I saw Oregon State's backup quarterback is like the number 2 guy in the portal, not Ugalagale.
Really?
Somebody went with
Florida State.
went to
They're
Michigan State.
thinking he's going.
I saw that. He went.
Chillis?
What does that say?
Yeah.
What does that say
the black
about
guy?
What does that
Is that
say
his
about
name?
Yeah, the black guy went 100%
What
because
is that?
he played against Washington.
Yeah, 100%. You're right, James.
He played against Washington in the
I
rain
remember
game.
seeing that tweet.
Yeah, I saw it on 3 today.
What does that say about DJU though? He didn't want to take him to Michigan State.
Yeah,
I mean, just say it. Like,
which when I watched that
everyone's
Washington
saying
game,
he's probably going. He hasn't went yet, but
when I watched that Washington game, they were all drooling over that kid. Like whenever they'd send him out there every couple plays, because it was like almost like a 2 quarterback system.
yeah.
And they were like, Jonathan whatever Smith thinks this is his next guy. They think this is the guy to take Oregon State to the promised land. So they really like him up there.
I mean, I think the only guy he was behind in the portal
Walter Nolan
rankings-
officially entered.
Ooh.
The D tackle.
D tackle from the A&M.
From A&M.
number 1 guy.
The number 1 guy in the country.
He's got a nice recruiting rate.
I think the only
99.25.
the only person behind this kid, in front of this kid, was Dylan Gabriel in the rankings on 3.
Wow. Well, DJU looks like it's gonna be a Florida State lean.
Yeah,
Which will be weird when they play Clemson. I mean, that'll be
Revenge game.
no doubt.
Dabo's gonna probably try and
24/7 has
kid.
this dude as number 1 quarterback, number 2 overall.
Wow.
He's number 7 quarterback coming out of
Even over
high
Ward?
school.
Oh, you're talking about high school.
No,
Oh, no,
right
no,
now he's only behind Walter Nolan.
Dang.
He's above Moore. He's above Ward.
It's gonna be hard to be over Ward though.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he was not playing because of DJU.
Wait, Humphreys came to Georgia?
100%.
I didn't know. Oh, okay, 100%. I didn't see that.
Who?
Vandy guy,
Oh yeah.
white guy with a mullet.
I don't get on 24/7 anymore. Just about.
Yeah, on 3 is when I get them pretty much. Will Howard. Okay, you got Will Howard. You got that cornerback. Like, if you're K-State, man, you're like, what are we going to do?
I saw Will Rogers just rumored to go to Washington.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That felt weird.
That feels really weird.
Like-
Which I don't know. You look at Penix. Penix is a pocket pro style.
It's a 1 year deal, because he's like 40.
Yeah, but that tells you that they don't have anybody there they like, and they don't have anybody.
Yeah, but
coming
I would rather go after one of these dudes I can have for multiple years.
They
you
might
know?
not be able to get into those. They might feel like they can't.
Yeah,
these guys.
I thought that was
And
strange.
so many of these teams like that. Yeah, he's 100% to Washington on 24/7. So many of these teams, like, you can just go almost year by year with it
Yeah.
and just pick up a new transfer every year.
The Tyler Van Dyke kid, that's the heavy Mississippi State lean I read.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared of him.
Yeah,
He
come on.
sucks.
He's a dyke.
The Johnson guy from Utah, he wasn't bad.
He's a freshman too, ain't he?
Yeah, he looked. I mean, he won them a couple games. There's so many people. So many people.
What the
I
freak
love
logo
it,
is
man.
that?
This?
Yeah.
Hofstra?
GU.
Who? V?
Is it GU?
G.
Or if you go click on the dude's name, it'll take it to his
Where the
page.
freak is G?
He's an O lineman. They just be finding people. Ewing.
Huh?
Oh, that's high school.
I'm curious now.
Gannon Golden Knights. Gannon.
What the frick is a Gannon Golden Knight? I've never heard of that.
Gannon University, Erie, Pennsylvania.
Is that D2?
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to say it had to be.
How big is this guy? 6'3", 252 D lineman.
Dude, to be that highly ranked in the transfer portal, that's impressive. Coming out of D2.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's a... Oh, crap. He's been playing since 2019.
Oh, no wonder why. He's a grown man.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah. Holy crap. That's weird.
Wow.
I knew I've never seen that logo before.
Ooh, what is this one?
North Dakota.
Is it?
Uh-huh. It's not North Dakota State. It's North Dakota. They're both green and white. Or green. North Dakota State's green and yellow and white, but North Dakota's just green and white.
Easton Kitty. Yeah, that is North Dakota. James Madison's coach went to
Oh, yeah. Forgot
Indiana.
about that. Indiana.
And now James Madison's quarterback's in the portal.
I wonder where he's going to go.
Probably Indiana.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good hire.
A great hire.
It sucks for James Madison.
You're Indiana, but it does suck for James Madison, man. You just made that move. You look good, and then boom, you just.
I
lost.
wonder, like, how long till the guy from Liberty gets a
Won't
big time
won't
job.
be long.
Like, he dominated at Coastal Carolina.
He's going
goes to Liberty and undefeated.
He does it one more year. Yeah, he does it one more year, and you go. You know a name that I thought about. I'm shocked that he doesn't get a chance. And to be honest with you, if I was A&M, I probably wouldn't have went after him because he's almost like a LSU BK hire, but not as much cred as BK.
Whittingham?
No, I would have went after Mike Gundy. Dude, Mike Gundy's
What's the deal with that?
dude. That dude wins.
He
with
loves
the
Oklahoma
least,
State.
with the least amount of talent. Like
Yeah.
I mean, he stays competent. He's 8 to 10 wins every year, and he's never has good recruiting classes. Like
Is he just a Stillwater guy, though?
I mean, by now, yeah, I mean, he's been there for what 15
He played there
years?
as well.
Oh,
He's
never leaving.
he went to Baylor for 1 year, Maryland for 3, and then he came back. He's pretty much been at Oklahoma State since '86.
How far away is Midwest City from Stillwater?
And I know Boone Pickens' money. He makes a good salary. I mean, I know it's not money, but like at some point, do you not want to try to see what you could do?
Yeah.
Like if I'm A&M, that's who I'd probably would have called just to talk.
I mean, you can dominate that area.
Yeah.
1 hour from Stillwater is where he was born.
Okay. He is,
And he makes $7.5 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But well, I mean, they got more money than most of your universities because of Boone Pickens. But that was a guy that I always like, man. Like we always made fun of him because I'm a man, I'm 40,
Yeah.
and all that. But like this year, they come out the gate, they're not gonna be good, and he just coaches them up and gets them to the Big 12 championship game.
Oh crap! He was a quarterback for Barry Sanders.
Whoa.
He was the all-time leading passer whenever he left, and in Big 8 history.
Wow.
Starting quarterback midway through his freshman year, and he played 4 years there. 49 touchdowns, 8,000 yards, and 2 bowl wins.
Huh. I mean, the dude could coach, man.
Yeah.
And he puts dudes in the league. Like, I mean, it always impresses me.
You saw his kids transferring, right?
Yeah.
His
Probably.
coach is banging his mom. I mean,
Yeah, I saw that. It's a funny tweet.
I laughed so hard when I read that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to a little smaller school so he can play.
We'll take him at Tech.
Probably go to like Tulsa or something, just down the road.
I mean, Tech's looking for a quarterback, right?
Tech's looking for signs of
Everything,
life,
but, yeah.
humanity, sports writing,
It's sports right.
coaching, fans. It's bad time up north.
Yeah.
Clay was worried we couldn't have anything to talk about.
Well, I knew there was plenty.
Say
to
transfer portal.
Yeah, we're all in.
I knew there was plenty to talk about. I just didn't know.
Me and Chance are
which way.
refreshing all day long for the
Dude,
portal.
I'm living on 3, man. I'm living on it.
I'm thinking about being subscribed. I'm gonna buy it, get my monthly deal on this.
No, dude, there's Twitter accounts. There's good
They're
Twitter
good.
accounts.
There's some good ones.
The purple one,
Yeah, the Haynes.
yes, Haynes
Haynes
Fawcett.
Fawcett.
Dude, elite Twitter.
I have it where I get some
You got the
notifications.
notifications?
No doubt.
He tweets too much for that.
This time of the year, I'll
but
cut it off.
you log on there,
Yeah. I know.
and like you hit the little refresh thing, and you're gonna see Haynes pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, PJ Fleck's got a new quarterback from New Hampshire.
I saw that.
That a
I saw
boy.
that.
University of New Hampshire, 4-year guy.
Row that boat, baby.
Shout out Chip Kelly.
Wait, and he's from Georgia. He's from Georgia, and he went and played 4 years at New Hampshire.
He's just making the tour of the North.
Man just wanted to play ball.
He wanted to play football.
He just wanted to play football.
And it worked. Now he's going to play for them Golden Gophers.
Yeah, I love this time of year, man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just ready for him to start signing.
Yeah.
That's the best part. And, like, taking visits. I keep on refreshing Tiger droppings, too, waiting on them to start posting, like, who all we've actually offered and all that stuff. And
It's awesome.
it's a great time.
I
Dude.
love
Last
it.
year was so much fun looking at that. And the fact we've only got 5 kids in the portal right now.
How impressive is that?
That's really freaking cool, man. And
That's awesome.
I'm only upset about one of them. That's it. I'm upset about Welch. That's it.
But I am upset about Welch, but I think Welch saw the writing on the wall when he was not getting employed. I was losing his time.
Oh, yeah. Stamps and
freshmen this
Toviano
year.
took over that.
Yeah.
But I still need to find out about those cryptic tweets they've been tweeting.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
I've seen
with
Toviano's
like
kind
the
of
eyeballs and stuff. Like, and so he made some comment. It was like equivalent to somebody getting fired, it sounded like. So I wonder if Steeples has been fired. We just don't know about it.
And they're just possibly.
Or he's been told, like, you're done after the ball game.
Yeah, possibly.
Where's Corey Raymond?
He's at the house waiting for a phone call.
Yeah, hey.
Why is he not in Port
I
Royal
know.
Gold yet?
I know. It shocks me.
We're going to Florida for a bowl game. Tell
Shocks
him,
me. Yeah.
Right on over.
We'll pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll move your stuff home.
You can fly back with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He'll come home.
He's got to.
I think he's going to be an analyst. Or he's going to be something affiliated with the program because he's not going to sit at the house.
No.
No,
And
we want his butt on the field.
And I don't think he's
we
going
want him teaching our kids how
I
to
do too.
backpedal.
Me too. But I don't think he's going to go to another
Teaching
school.
kids how to backpedal. They're 5 stars, Jared.
Hey, we had a couple out there. I questioned if they
Go
could.
on, have to flip them hips, baby. Get going.
It's like the D-line coach that had to come in and teach the guys what to do, and then it worked.
Yeah. Well,
they overblew that, but there was like direct
we
results.
saw a difference.
Direct results.
Like, what did that guy bring in?
So
Mason Smith's been dominating for 7 years of football. Like, what did he have to tell him?
I think Wingo's coming back.
I think he is too.
Dude,
I
like,
think he is too.
I don't want to say
I think
natty.
he is too.
Can Jaden come back another year?
I wish. God, I wish.
You don't want to say
That
natty.
offensive line's gonna be nasty.
Scary.
Nasty.
Like, Turner's probably going to come back,
Like
too.
if they don't win the Joe Moore Award
Is
this
Diggs,
year, they'll
Diggs
win
got
next
another year?
Yeah.
He's going to come back?
Yeah.
Diggs?
Yeah. Looks like
Who's
he's coming
Diggs?
back. Logan Diggs.
I was wondering who's running the ball. Yeah.
It don't matter.
Him and Jackson.
Caleb Jackson's on
Yeah.
the team. He's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Trey Holly?
And
Trey Holly might not transfer. I
Holly's
figured he
good.
would have hopped in.
I think, dude. I think that
After
is,
that one game.
well, he's had a couple of those games where he got some time. He looked good. I think he's
And
like, hey, I might can do this.
You've already lost 2 guys to the portal.
Yeah.
You're losing Noah Kane.
Yes.
And you're losing John Emery.
Josh Williams too.
And is Josh is he a senior or
Yeah,
junior?
he's a senior.
Mega
That
senior.
room's empty.
Well, and then the kid from Dutchtown, Texas, is really good. That 4-star running back.
And then we're gonna get the Barry kid the next year.
Yeah.
So
Frank
next year's make or break for him.
Uncle Frank's got this room
he's-
taken care of. Don't worry about Uncle Frank.
That's the thing, man. If you can get him and Corey,
I know. Back to
we would
Louisiana.
own
I know.
the
Back,
state
you
again,
back
which we
on-
already own it.
Yeah, they've
But-
taken over. You don't see it. You don't.
Nobody's going to Bama no more.
You don't see that anymore. No.
I'm more worried about Texas.
That's what I'm worried about too.
I'm more worried about Texas. We've lost some kids like
Because of Brandon Harris too.
Brandon Harris.
But
yeah.
hey, we're gonna get that Evangel kid, and 'cause that was all Brandon Harris getting him. I guarantee you. I'm sorry, the A&M, the kid that went to Evangel. Like you get him back. You're starting to close. You're starting to close that state.
But
so.
it's weird because like the kids we've lost to schools in Texas, like Jacoby Matthews and
please, Matthews, get
the
the
kid
portal.
that was
What are you
going to
waiting
Texas too. Like
on?
it's these
the safety from Texas. Have you seen him?
It's these kids that are coming from like randomly good high
Oh,
schools.
the
like
safety
Ponchatoula
from Texas is from LCA, I think, right?
Yes.
You know,
He's so
like we
good.
lost him.
Williams, yeah.
Williams.
It just feels weird because it's not like a predominantly good high school like a Warren Easton or a Carr or something or a John Curtis.
LCA?
Well, it's like
Or not him. I'm talking about like Jacoby Matthews.
Well, I mean-
so I wonder if they slipped through the cracks because they're not at a really
Maybe.
like
He
top
was-
tier
he was
high school.
Punch, huh?
freaking
Yeah, he's from Ponchatoula.
freaking Jackson went to Liberty.
Yeah,
I mean, that school ain't never had anybody good.
no, but we might could have gotten on that because of Frank Wilson coming
Uncle
back.
Frank got him.
You know,
And being
like,
BR helped.
And Jacoby being in Ponchatoula, that's so freaking far away from anything.
Well, Jacoby got the mud bag.
Yeah.
He even said it. I mean, he said he couldn't turn it down. I mean, he got the bag.
And even like losing some kids to Bama, like the kid from Captain Shreve, we lost him.
Law.
Yeah, I wish we would have had him. He would have probably played corner this year.
Aaron Anderson, when he originally went before, like
Slade Bolden.
yes,
Slade, he ain't an LSU Tiger.
I watched a.
He wouldn't have looked good in purple and gold.
Hey, Trey Quinn.
A year.
Trey Quinn would have been good if Miles wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, I saw a tweet last night
that headline.
about the forgotten national championship, the Bama Ohio State game, and Slade Bolden scored in it because it was the COVID one, and like I remember watching a little bit of it. My God, there were so many people on that field.
Yeah.
Justin Fields throwing to Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Julian Fleming, who just portaled.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud being on the sideline probably. If it was Justin Fields.
Yeah. Devontae Smith was just unguardable.
Yes.
Like, it was not fair.
That whole year?
That was insane.
That one still hurts.
That was insane.
He left the state.
Yeah.
God.
Najee Harris was at running back. Mac Jones.
He would have been on that 19 team.
Yes. Fourth string. He'd have been fourth string. Instead, he won a Heisman.
Yeah.
At receiver.
Yeah, receiver.
Yeah, watching that game, though, it was crazy.
Dude, he man.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did we lose him? Was that part of the barbershop?
Now the barbershop deal. Yep. That was a barbershop deal.
Anything else with college?
I'm telling you, I love this time of year. I love it. It's
Army
so
Navy.
much fun. Screw that.
Under? It's like 27.5 or something like that.
College football playoff predictions.
Nah, we got time.
Huh?
We got a lot of time for that.
Why not now?
Because it's
might
a
change
month
how you
away.
feel. It's not a month
quarterback
away.
might get hurt.
Yeah.
It's 25 days away.
Yeah. That's a long time.
If Penix gets hurt, y'all might see me do something bad up here.
They'll have to get kicked out the playoffs.
Has the backup played any for Washington?
Couldn't tell you the name.
I watched him a lot this year, and I've never even seen him.
Well,
I've never seen him on the sideline.
They don't beat the heck out of people.
No, they don't.
That's Pac-12 football, baby. They play.
They
whole
play
game.
up or down to their
Look
competition
him
really
up, Clay,
badly.
because I'm interested now.
They had to play early.
Hey,
in
let's
the year.
guess. Is he white or black?
Oh, he's a Caucasian. He's probably from Washington.
Well, I mean,
or
they're easy games this year were Boise and Tulsa and Michigan State. Like, none of those were necessarily like just cakewalks. Yes, they beat them bad, but
But good names.
They didn't play
They didn't
Chattanooga.
play Hawaii.
He played 9 completions for 14 yards.
Name's Dylan. That's a white fella.
That's gotta be a white fella. Oh,
Where's he from, baby?
Puyallup, Washington. 6 foot 197. He might be a walk-on.
he has a walk-on look about him.
He's a junior, 6 foot 197. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an accident that he played.
Oh, crap.
My God, he started
2021. Is that when Penix tore his ACL?
That dude said, I'm not transferring.
No, Penix wasn't even there
I'm going to get
yet,
into
was he?
coaching.
Penix was in Indiana.
He tore it in
2021, wasn't
Indiana, didn't he?
Yeah, he tore it at Indiana.
Yeah, he was just straight up the starter.
Jalen McMillan was still there. God.
McMillan and Adunze had 470 and 415 that year.
Dude,
They had
man.
Kate Otten. Wow. Buccaneers.
Washington's a
Go-to.
sneaky good program.
Yeah.
Well, they always have been.
Especially with their D-backs. They produce them like crazy.
I really thought when what's his name was going to get there, he was going to have them solid every year.
Peterson?
Yeah, Chris Peterson. And he
did.
made
He
the
did.
playoffs.
Jake
but I
Browning.
mean, yeah.
Hey, shout out Jake Browning.
Don't even surprise me that he's doing good. I want y'all to know that. It don't surprise me.
He looks like a NFL.
He felt good in college. No, not to say he felt good, but
Yeah.
he looked like he was good in college.
I was shocked when he didn't make it at Georgia.
Yeah,
Like, he looked like a
I'm
Georgia
not
quarterback.
surprised one bit.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
I didn't see him moving like that though. I didn't see him be able to run a little bit like that.
It's kind of like Joe. I mean, Joe
Yeah.
don't look like he should be running.
But Jake's he's kind of stocky.
Yeah,
like he did.
he built very strangely.
Yeah,
I forgot about old Dylan Johnson was the kid that tweeted at Mike Leach after he transferred. He's like, I want to thank Coach Leach for telling me I'm not tough enough.
Yeah.
He was that guy.
That's right.
He's tough enough, Mike. I mean, I'm sorry that you're in your grave right now, but you were wrong.
Speaking of right, how about that press conference? What 10 years ago, Mike said with the playoffs.
Yeah,
I mean, he old Mike, man,
he always knew.
He always did.
Also, I loved watching him after the last Pac-12 game. The hypothetical fight.
Yeah, the mascots.
That was awesome. That was awesome, dude.
Mike Leach was awesome.
That was awesome.
Man, he was so good.
The world didn't treasure him enough.
No.
He was talking about, what team was it? The Sun Devils. Yeah, that's what it was. He said, I don't know what kind of powers the Sun Devils going to have. And there was
what's a
Ute? A Bruin. He said, I don't know about that kind of bear versus a he said a Husky's just not going to have it. But he never counted out the Cougars.
What about the Ducks?
It was very cool.
They'll just fly away.
Oh yeah. And you knew he thought about that before. Sun Devils. All right, let's end this. Let's talk some real football.
Right quick.
What you got?
Isn't it weird with the Colorado deal? Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
And
is Prime still there?
And he sounds really desperate on social media. Like the last 3 days, he's like, "Hey, I'm here. Come talk to me." Like, is nobody? Is they're not just going all there like we thought?
They've got to fill out a roster at some point.
At some point. I mean, why does the recruiting class only have a handful of players?
And they're people's transferring out and not transferring in.
Exactly.
Yeah, which nobody's transferring in.
And look at that list we just saw. Not one Colorado logo predicted. Like, what's going on? It's weird. I don't know. You lost 3 coaches, I think. Like, what?
Well, I think the fact that they just did not look good after the first couple of weeks.
It's
and
weird,
I wonder
though.
if people are wondering if Shadur is going to leave. I think Shadur is going to leave.
No, he's not.
Everybody on ESPN thinks he's gone, man.
But for what? To be the 4th best quarterback?
To not get hurt.
He's the top 10 pick. And to not
Is
get
he?
hurt.
He's automatic.
Daniels is barely getting into that.
He's higher than Jaden Daniels.
I think
Mel Kiper's got him number 2.
Mel Kiper.
He's got him
Mel
ahead of Drake
Kiper
May.
bet his life on Jimmy Clausen.
That was one time.
But Jimmy still went high. Like, I mean, what those guys, they
He
might
ain't
be
wrong about the
wrong,
draft position.
but they're going to, they're going to still be.
Because they talk to
Shitter's
people.
going back. He's going back.
I'd leave if I was him. I really would.
He's going back.
That line's not going to get that much better. It's going to help a little, but it's not going to get extremely that much better.
His best bet is to come if he comes back, blow it out the water for a couple weeks, and sit out.
And I'm like, hey, if I'm Shador, I'm like, hey, Dad, why did you get rid of that play caller? We were a heck of a lot better with that one than this one. I've been getting killed since this one's been calling plays. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. I'm not
Whole
saying
thing's weird.
It's all weird. I just when I see Portal, I keep thinking he's going to Colorado. He's going to Colorado, and none of them.
I wonder
Colorado.
if the flash is just worn off of like, oh, it's Prime, like let's go out here so I can play for Dion instead of saying like, oh, I want to go to Georgia.
Yeah,
I want to go to the
powerhouse. I want to go win for something.
Yeah.
I want to go. Yeah,
I want to go to the place where you get picked in the first round just about no matter what.
Yeah,
and you could be an Eagle.
Yeah,
like
it's weird, man. I really thought the recruiting class would have started shaping up more. I thought he would start stealing some guys from other commitments. He ain't doing that.
Recruiting class, like I could understand because I think a lot of people are probably skeptical on what happens after next year.
After all his boys leave.
Travis and Shador gone, and Shiloh. But with the portal, I mean, just give it time. I think he'll build out a roster that's going to be pretty good.
There's 3,000 kids in the portal.
They you
crap. The guys that he brought in last year, the two best receivers were from USF, like South Florida. They sucked.
Yeah,
he won't have the pick of the litter like everybody thought he would.
No, that's right.
He will not have the pick of the
everybody
litter.
thought he was just going to be able to go get whoever wants, and obviously, I
mean, one of the highest rated receivers already is saying he's going to Washington.
Yeah,
like some kid from Notre Dame who's got he's a 99 or something.
Yeah, he's already
like that
committed.
on there.
I saw that.
He's already saying he's going to Washington.
It's weird, man.
She's from Washington, so that makes sense. But
and that's another thing. A lot of these kids, when they go transfer, a lot of them are going back close to home.
Yeah,
none of these kids are coming out of Colorado. Like
no.
Ooh.
Go Tigers.
Ooh, go Tigers. Yes. Oh.
Let's wrap this one up.
Livy Dunn's on commercial, by the way.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.